Hello everyone, Skarfee here. Today I'm going to show off some of my candy, well, all of my candy. I'm going to start with the singles. I have the singles on kind of the lid of the box. I keep them in here. There's so many. Alright, I'm just going to go in whatever I stack them in. First up we have one that says Nimrod, and that is Green Day themed after the album. Not my favorite Green Day album, but one I thought would be cool to make a single out of. This is my first lettered single. This one says Blur. I'm not holding them very well. I'm moving at a weird angle. This says Blur. It's one of my oldest singles. Well, obviously we have a Nimrod one. We have to have a Green Day one. Don't think I can show that one. Digital footprint. Trans single. There's many trans themed ones. This is one of them. As you can see, it's pink, blue, and then white string. Oh, I hate these beads so much. I just used them on this one because I wanted to use some of them up. I got them in a craft bead mix, and I didn't know there'd be so many of them. But this one says snow because they look like snowflakes. Technically, there's like sunburst beads, but I really don't like them. Sorry about the loud noise. I just I'm throwing them in the bucket on my floor, so where I store them. I don't want to show that one. This one says golden, has a golden bead, single golden bead. I got that golden bead in a craft mix, and I'm like, hey, I can't really use it for anything else. Let's make a pure white single with this golden. Also, a reference to a Fall Out Boy song. Fall Out Boy and Green Day are like my two favorite bands of all time. Pop Tab single. I saw it on YouTube, and I was like, hey, could totally make this. Pop Tab laying around. No, you're very inappropriate. So are you. This one says Onyx. One of my OCs, Onyx. My main one, actually. He actually has a whole cuff, which I'll get to later. But that's Onyx. Should I show this one? Yeah, sure. Here's one with a cross on it. Which is funny because you'll see one later coming up, a necklace later coming up, that is basically the polar opposite of this. This one is, okay, this one's my good luck one. It says good luck and has a cat on it. The symbol is black, so it's black cat, so equal good luck. I can't show that one. I was drinking an orange crush, okay? I was drinking an orange crush. This one's like my oldest one that still exists because the rest of them broke. This one's supposed to represent land and sea. I had just started, okay? Let's see. This one. This one says bug, which is my online username. I really like this one sometimes. Sometimes. But I wear it sometimes. So. A lot of them I don't wear. I can't show you. You're very inappropriate. What should I show? I'll show this one. This one says rar. Has a dinosaur charm which came with the craft mix, and then a heart which came with the craft mix. It means rar. It means I love you in dinosaur. So this one used to have a star attached to it, but it broke. This is another trans one. This one says This one says Daisy. This one's one of my other OCs. Should I do these two? Yeah, I'll do these two. These are kind of a joke one. Well, they are a joke one. This one says road work ahead. This one says I sure hope it does. Referencing Vine. I really like these. There are some newer ones. As you can tell, the square beads are newer ones. This one says Halloween. I forgot to mention I started making candy in October, so I have a lot of Halloween themed ones. I was drinking a grape flush. I was drinking a grape flush. It kind of looks blue on camera, but it's purple. This one's got some random colors that I like together, so that was kind of cute. I'm definitely not showing that one. This one's black and rainbow. Pretty cool. I was gonna make one that says I wanted to make one after one of my favorite songs, "Jar" by Green Day, but I decided not to because it's kind of dark, so I made a "What's Her Name" instead. So this is my "What's Her Name" one. It's really, really not. It's really tight, so it's kind of hard to put on and off. I like it. Hmm. What should I show next? This one is a pumpkin one. I got like these beads and the charm from like a craft little kit, so and then the string also from the craft kit. It's not the usual string I use. I usually use elastic covered or fabric covered elastic. Um, this one I found off Pinterest. I made this one way too big, but that's okay because I can like put it lower on my arm. But this one says Z Z Z Z, and I found it off Pinterest. The star came in the craft mix, so I was like, might as well make it. This one would be one of my favorites if it wasn't so big. This one says Boo, just Boo. This is a primary colored one, very kid core. This is a trans one. This one's supposed to be the trans flag again. Another one I pulled really, really tight. This one says Jasper. Another one of my OCs. This one's my favorite band. FOB, Fallout Boy! I actually saw them live last year, so that was pretty cool. They came to my city, which is pretty neat. Bands never come to my city. This one says Dookie, another Green Day album. Another primary colored one, very, very kid core. Can't show that one. A ring. I hate this with a burning passion. It's probably my least favorite candy I have. I just wanted to use something with leftover scraps, and I decided to make this, and I was like, I hate it so much. This one says Idiot. You know, it's based off the album American Idiot, but also realized after making this that Green Day fans are called idiots, so I guess I am an idiot. This one's a Christmas themed one. Yeah. This one's a fall themed one. Like a Thanksgiving kind of. And then we got three. I'm going to show them all at once. These are like my favorite. I just made these today. My Soldier Poet King ones. They're pretty cool. You can see my improvement with my singles. And then these are, I don't know what to classify these as. These are doubles, but I'm not sure what to classify as a cup or a single. So there's two of them. There's the two. One's trans, one's kind of outer space themed. Very me. And then we are on to the necklaces. I made this first necklace for YouTuber Cloud Beauty, but never sent it to them. So That's the necklace. It's a very simple, poorly made necklace. Black and white necklace. Just plain black and white necklace. Nothing much. Kind of goes with any outfit though. This one was for eBay Carson, but I made it very poorly and decided not to send it to him. This is the one I was talking about when they showed the cross necklace, the cross symbol. I feel possessed having this, but I think it looks really cool at the same time because I really like the color scheme and I really like how well it's made, but at the same time, like, kind of creepy. This one's a choker. I have multiple chokers, you'll see. But this is just has a pendant from the craft mix on it. This is a bisexual choker. I God, that sounded weird. Saying that out loud. And this is a outer space theme choker. Done with those. Now I can get up to. I have peyotes, miscellaneous, ladder, X base, flower, and multi stitch. I want to do X base last because I just learned how to make X bases for some reason. Miscellaneous is kind of fun. Here's a broken octopus. My only octopus. He's missing a leg because it fell off. I'm pretty sure he's missing a leg. So over here, there's a leg, but it's like he looks like he's like holding something. But that's my octopus. I didn't tie it properly, so all the beads probably fell off of it. This is my only star glove. It's really uncomfortable to wear, so I didn't make any more. I'm not going to show that. It's a dead rat. This is supposed to be the trans flag, but I completely failed on it, as you can see. Just a random pumpkin. Of course, I made near Halloween. Candy lizard. I call him Travis Scott meal. No reason. I just call him Travis Scott meal. My second shaker cube. Squeeze it and the beads fall out. Again, I don't know how to tie properly. My only candy star that's still intact. Well, one of them. And then this one's another shaker cube. This is my first shaker cube. Should I do next? I'll do my ladders next. Only all of them are just 2 ladders. So this is my first one. I didn't know how it would fit, so I made it way too big. This is to be candy corn. And this is my like kind of remake of that. I made it smaller and used different beads for it. This is my choker. It's kind of a little messed up, but he's got some personality. What do you know? I have a trans ladder cuff. I need to make more ladders. I need to make like a 3 height, a 4 height. This is just a random one. This is a black and white one. What should I do next? I'll do my flower cuffs next. So this was my first flower cuff. As you can see, kind of very poorly made. But that's my first flower cuff. It's my favorite colors. This one's probably my best made flower cuff. It's orange and purple and green. Again, looks kind of blue on camera, but I promise it's purple. This one's black and white, but as you can see, I tied it off weirdly, so you can see the string. So that's kind of docs points from this, but it looks really cool. I think I got inspired by something I saw and just kind of did it without realizing I was inspired by something, and then I realized, oh wait, I've seen that before. I'll do my multi-stitches next. This is my first multi-stitch. Again, didn't tie it off properly, and she is beautiful in her own way. This is my second multi-stitch. As you can see, it improved a lot, but I made this one really tight. This one is the patterns from crumpetscandypatterns.com, and I believe the user was Cool Creeper, but they had like some weirdly like letters in it, and numbers in it stuff. I could be wrong about that though. There could be another user that I was looking at for that I was looking at a pattern for. What am I doing this video? One spike cuff, two spike cuff, three spike cuff. With this one, I want to make another one that's blue and then pink spikes, which would be really cool to go along with it. But now I can grab my peyotes. Here's my first peyote. It freaking sucks. And then here's my first odd peyote. Much better. She is glowing. Excuse me. Let's see if we can find that one. My second and third one, I can't remember which one's second, and I can't remember which one's third, but they both suck. You know, we get to the ones that are actually good. This one's my favorite colors, again, as you can see. We'll get to my favorite three last. Black and white one. I have a lot of black and white stuff, don't I? Probably because I have a lot of black and white beads. This one was originally for eBay Clarkston, but I didn't send it to him to poor quality. And this one's for Cloud Beauty, but I didn't send it for poor quality, so I'm keeping those for myself. Christmas cup. I'm really proud of this. This is probably one of my best made cups, if not one of my best made candies. I'm super duper proud of it. It's a little big, but oh well. My trans pride cup. It's way too small, but I'm not remaking it because I don't want to do an odd peyote stitch again. And then my favorite peyote. Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger. I don't think I've ever seen anyone else do a cheeseburger cup. I think I'm the first one to do a cheeseburger peyote. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna talk about my X bases now because that's all I have left. This is my first X base, and she's got some character. This took months to complete. I literally took like a month's break from it, like at least 3 months break from it. And then I one day was like, I'll come back to it. So I completed it, and it actually looks pretty good. I needed to use up white beads. Okay, my other regular X base is of course trans-colored. I'll show off this one first. This one's at least extravagant. A 3D X base. It was just using colors I had a lot of, so I wanted to use them up in something, but it doesn't look that good, so save you for last. We got some flaws though. This is my first 3D X base, as you can see. I used can't remember who it was. It's on the tip of my tongue who it was. but I watched a tutorial to do this. I watched a tutorial to do every single one of this thing, but this is my first 3DX base, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It honestly looks really cool. A little too much blue, but that's okay. And then finally, this one I made way too big. See, the connectors are skulls in it. The connectors are skulls. I should have put skulls on the points because I have so many skull beads, but I didn't. This one's Onyx theme. It says Onyx, and it's a rotator. Yeah, that's my candy. I hope you enjoyed it. I have a few others, but I've given them away, but they were all singles, so. But if you wanna, I don't know what I'm saying, but if you wanna like and subscribe, that'd be awesome. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.